Hello students, welcome to English class. Now in this class, we will be learning one of the parts of speech. Now one thing you should know is that part of speech is very simple and very interesting. It's like a very interesting journey. Now we will be learning one of the parts of speech, which is the seventh part of speech, and it's called conjunction. Conjunction. Now we've gone through the the number 6 part of speech in our former video. Please do well to watch and learn it. We've learned noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, and preposition. Now we will be learning conjunction. What is conjunction? A conjunction is a joining word. A conjunction is a joining word. Now, please do well to pay attention. If you have in mind that you would not understand what conjunction is, I want to assure you that by the end of this class, you would know the meaning of conjunction, the types of conjunction, and how to identify it. All you just need to do is give me your full attention and listen well. Now, let's go back to the topic. What is conjunction? A conjunction is a joining word. It is a word that joins two or more words, phrases, or sentences together to make our speech or writing smoother. I'll repeat again. A conjunction is a joining word. It is a word that joins two or more words, phrases, or sentences together to make our speech or writing smoother. Now, for instance, I want you to visualize this example. For instance, we have a river, a very big river. Now, one thing you should know is that a river has two ends. A river has two ends. Now, let's take, for instance, the first end is by my left-hand side and the second end is by my right-hand side. Now, the only way we can connect both ends together is for us to create a bridge. It is for us to create a bridge. Now, take, for instance, probably there is a very big river that runs across from Lagos to Ogun State. Now, or probably from Nigeria to London. And the only way we can connect these two countries together is creating a bridge. So when you cross the bridge, you can literally cross from one country to another country. Now, see that bridge as a conjunction. See it as a conjunction. A conjunction join words, not river. A conjunction join words together in sentences to make our speech or writing flow easily for our readers to understand. Now let's take examples to have a proper understanding of what conjunction means. We have our first example here that says, I like rice. I like beans. Now, these are two sentences. I like rice. I like beans. Now, we want to join these two sentences together. We will add a conjunction to join them together. Now, take note of the conjunction used to join these two sentences together. I like rice. I like beans. Now, when you use a conjunction, you have I like rice and beans. Now, what have we done? We've joined both sentences together by adding a conjunction, and the conjunction is very good. The conjunction is and. All right. Now, let's move on to the second example. She is small. She is smart. She is small. She is smart. Now, what do we do here? We have the conjunction. We have two sentences. She is small. she is smart. Now we want to join these words. We want to connect this sentence together to form just one sentence. What do? We add a conjunction. Now let's read the sentence that has the conjunction word. She is small. She is smart. She is small but smart. She is small but smart. Now, what did you take note of? The two sentences are now joined together, and then we have she is small but smart. So what is the conjunction used here? But. Very good. Now, like I said earlier, conjunction is a word that joins two or more words together. Now, take note of this example. We have the sentence, John and Henry are brothers. John and Henry are brothers. Now, I want you to take note of this. John is a word, a name of a person. Henry is also a word, a name of a person. Now, the only way we can join these two words together for the sentence to make proper sense is for us to add the conjunction and. And then when you add the and in the sentence, you have John and Henry are brothers. Now, we've gone through the examples. There are also other examples that I want you to take note of and do not forget. You can write this down or just take note of it. Now, we have other examples of conjunction, which is we have for, and, nor, but, yet, so. All right. Now, I'm going to write down the abbreviation of this that I just mentioned. FANBOYS. If you are to pronounce this word, you would say fan boys. Fan boys. So these are the abbreviation of the conjunction that you should do. You should try as much as possible not to forget. So F stands for. A stands for and. N stands for nor. B stands for but. O stands for or. O-R-O. Y stands for yet. And S stands for so. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 major conjunction that you should try as much as possible not to forget. All right, now let's move on to the types of conjunction. Now, the first type of conjunction we will be learning is coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction. A coordinating conjunction connects words that are independent of each other. A coordinating conjunction connects words that are independent of each other. Example of a coordinating conjunction, we have and, but, or, nor, for, so, yet. And these examples are otherwise known as fan boys, where F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S stands for so. So those are the examples of a coordinating conjunction. Now I want you to know that there are sentences that can stand alone. There are a group of words that can stand alone and they still make meaning. You don't need to add them to other kind of words for it to make meaning. So coordinating conjunction connects words that are independent of each other. Now let's take this example. The first example sentence is, I like bread and butter. I like bread and butter. Now, If there was no coordinating conjunction or we didn't use a coordinating conjunction in the sentence, we will have I like bread, I like butter. I like bread, that is one sentence. I like butter, that is another sentence. But because we used a coordinating conjunction, we had to join these sentences together. And these sentences are independent, meaning they do not need to depend on other kind of sentence or other kind of words for them to make sense. So when you say I like bread, that is a full sentence. I like butter, that is a full sentence, and both of them are independent. So coordinating conjunction connect these two independent sentences together. That is why our first example sentence says, I like bread and butter. Now, second example sentence we have, she tried hard, but she failed. She tried hard, she failed. So those are two sentences. And then when you add a coordinating conjunction, you have she tried hard, but she failed. Now, last example sentence we have, you can eat rice or yam. You can eat rice or yam. Now, the coordinating conjunction used in this sentence is or. So if there is no coordinating conjunction, you have you can eat rice, you can eat yam. Now, to join these two independent sentences, you would say you can eat rice or yam. So let's underline the coordinating conjunction. For the first sentence, we have I like bread and butter, and is the coordinating conjunction. Second sentence, we have she tried hard, but she failed. But is the coordinating conjunction. And last example sentence, you can eat rice or yam. Or is the coordinating conjunction. Now let's move on to the second type of conjunction. We have subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction. This shows the relationship between a dependent and an independent clause. Subordinating conjunction shows the relationship between a dependent and an independent clause. Now, if you do not know what clause means, clause is a group of words. Clause is a group of words that has a subject and a verb. Clause is a group of words that has a subject and a verb. And then clause is divided into two. We have dependent clause and independent clause. A dependent clause and an independent clause, meaning an incomplete statement that has a verb and a complete statement that has a verb. An incomplete statement that has a verb, which is dependent clause. An independent clause is a complete statement that has a verb. Now take for instance, I went to the store. I went to the store. I said earlier that a clause is a group of words that has a subject and a verb. I went to the store. Now, the subject could be either a noun or a pronoun. Now, we have the word I. I is a pronoun, so I is the subject. Went to the store. Went is the verb. Went is the verb. So this sentence is a clause. Now, like I said earlier, we have independent clause and dependent clause. Now, if you look at this sentence is complete and it makes sense. So it is an independent clause. It does not need to depend on any other kind of clause or sentence for it to make sense. Now, look at this. We have, I went to the store. Then another sentence, because I was hungry. Because I was hungry. Now, if someone walk up to you and say to you, because I was hungry, you look at the person, okay, what happened? Why are you hungry? Because the statement is incomplete and it doesn't make sense. Now, that statement is a dependent clause. So if you are to blend them together, we will have I went to the store because I was hungry. So this sentence is made up of an independent clause and a dependent clause. Now let's go back to subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction shows the relationship between a dependent and an independent clause. I hope you understand now. Now, example of a subordinating conjunction, we have although, though, as if, because, if, since, that, unless, whereas, and while. I'll repeat myself again. Although, though, as if, because, if, since, that, unless, whereas, why. So these are the examples of a subordinating conjunction that shows the relationship between a dependent and an independent clause. Now, example sentence, we have I stayed home because it rained. I stayed home because it rained. Now, the subordinating conjunction is because. Next sentence says, you can't go out unless you finish your work. You can't go out unless you finish your work. Now, the subordinating conjunction there is, first of all, we have the first sentence, you can't go out. You finish your work. Now, the subordinating conjunction that shows the relationship between both clauses is unless. All right, the last example sentence is, though she saw danger. Though she saw danger, Martha was not afraid. Though she saw danger, Martha was not afraid. Now, where is the subordinating conjunction in the sentence? Though. All right, thank you very much. Now, let's move on to the third type of conjunction. Before we move on to the last type of conjunction, I would love to ask that I hope you are enjoying the class. If you are, please do well to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button. Now, let's move on to the last type of conjunction and also identification of conjunction. Like I said earlier, conjunction is a very simple and interesting topic because it is one of the parts of speech. All you just need to do is listen attentively. If you're confused at some point, you can pause the video and replay it again. And if you have any questions, please do well to drop it in the comment section. I will surely give answers to all of your questions. Now, the third type of conjunction is correlative conjunction. Correlative conjunction. So these are pair of words that work together to connect ideas. These are pair of words, meaning they are two words that work together to connect ideas. Now, example of a correlative conjunction, we have either or, neither nor, both and, not only but also. Now, I'll repeat myself again. Either or, neither nor, both and, not only but also. So these are pair of words that work together to connect ideas in the sentence, or the ideas that make up a sentence. Now, the first example sentence is, either you come now or you stay back. Either you come now or you stay back. Now, the correlative conjunction is either and or. So we have you come now, you stay back. Now, to join these two ideas together, you need to add the correlative conjunction either or. So we have either you come now or you stay back. Now, sentence 2 says, neither the teacher nor the student were happy. Neither the teacher nor the student were happy. Now, the correlative conjunction is, we have neither and we have nor. So if you remove them, we have the teacher, the students were happy. Now, to join these two words together, you had the correlative conjunction neither nor. So we have neither the teacher nor the student were happy. Now, the last sentence says, she is not only smart but also hardworking. She is not only smart but also hardworking. Now, where is the correlative conjunction in this sentence? She is not only smart but also hardworking. Now, the first, if you look at the examples of correlative conjunction, we have not only but also. Not only but also. So, if you look at the sentence, we have not only but also. So if you omit this correlative conjunction, we'll have a sentence like, she is smart, hardworking. She is smart, hardworking. Now, if you want to make this proper, you say she is not only smart, but also hardworking. So that's all about correlative conjunction. Now, let's move on to identification of conjunction. Now, one thing I'm about to do is this. I would love for you to assess yourself. So I'm going to read out the sentence for you, and then you identify the conjunction in each sentence by writing it down on a piece of paper. When you're done, when you've scored yourself, you can also write down what you got in the comment section. I would give a thumbs up to it. Now, like I said earlier, I'm going to read out the sentence to you. Take a piece of paper and write your answers down. That is the conjunction in the sentence. You can as well pause the video, replay it, so you can get what I will be saying right now. So hope you're ready. All right. Now let's read the first sentence. Identify the conjunction in the following sentence. I wanted to go out, but it started raining. Because I was late, I missed the bus. She is both beautiful and intelligent. I will call you when I get home. I like apples and oranges. All right. Thank you for writing down or assessing yourself. Now let's get the answers to this question. I wanted to go out, but it started raining. So the answer for the first sentence is but. So but is a conjunction and it falls under the coordinating conjunction. Sentence 2. Because I was late, I missed the bus. The conjunction used in this sentence is because. Because is a subordinating conjunction. Sentence 3. She is both beautiful and intelligent. She is both beautiful and intelligent. Now, what is the conjunction used here? We have, if you look at correlative conjunction, there's an example that says both and. Now, let's take a look at the sentence again. She is both beautiful and intelligent. So we have two conjunctions that are paired. We have both and And these are correlative conjunction. Now, the next sentence says, I will call you when I get home. I will call you when I get home. The conjunction is when, and it is a subordinating conjunction. The last sentence, I like apples and oranges. I like apples and oranges. And the conjunction used in this sentence is and. Very good. Now, like I said earlier, please do well to put down your scores. If you do not get it, please do not be worried or sad. That is why we are here for you. If you're confused at a point or you have any question, do well to drop it in the comment section, and we will make a video on that question. So thank you for following.